Hop into here. Lights, front down, back up. Cab lights on, no need the wipers. Let's turn her on. That's correct. Pop our end of train light on. And on the way back, let's turn these in. And 7. So we'll make it there first. Wait a minute, hold on. So this is going to B5I. Okay, so hold on. Let's do our route. All right, so we're here at Coal Mine South. And we're going to scoot over here. We're going to take this track up to there. So as we get there, we want to go left and follow that. And we're going to go right and left. And through there, we're going to go right. Through there, we're going to go left. And that's good. Let's look at... coming out of here, that's good. We're going to go through City West. Through here, we're going to go right. We're going to go right. And through. Right, and through. And then when we get to coal power plant, look at this. This is crazy. All right, we're going to want to go left. And we're going to go up and around here. Now we need to drop it off in the B yard. So we've got a couple options. We can come down this way and back in, which is probably right. I think I saw a B5I. Yeah, okay, B5I, which is down here. So what we're going to do, let's take a look at B just for S and Gs. All right, so this would be the track to bring you in B, and hopefully there'd be nothing on it. Typically there isn't, and we could come through here and then back into 5I, which, let's try that. So we're gonna come in through 3. Hopefully that's right. I mean, it has to be. You can't go in, these are all dead-end tracks. So we're going to come in through, so we're going to make a left there, come down through this yard, through B, and then back down into 5. So these are all set right for us. We're going through those. We'll have to adjust the B tracks when we get through here. All right, then after that, how do we get out of here? So I mean, sometimes this gets a little dicey, because we need to go back this way to get back to city or to machine factory. This is a puzzle. Now these are connecting tracks here and here. I'm going to be here. Huh. I've done this before. I know it's possible. I don't know whether what I had to do was disconnect and then hook up again to the other side of my train. I think that'll work, because I'll be forward, The DE2 will come down through here and hook up to the back, and then you go straight on out. So that's what I'll have to do. I'll have to pull out, disconnect, and connect to the back of the train to come out the other way. All right, but right now everything's set, so we are good to go for this little trip. So now that we are confident, what's the weather look like? Oh, looks like a good day. We are confident. Put that one in. What are you doing? What are you telling me? Give it to me. Give it to me. Why won't it give it to me? Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Oh. Because I still have the thing on. Alright. So that needs to go to B5I. And then this, we'll figure out where it goes in the B yard once we get ready to go. All right, so we're ready to go. We've got our 2 jobs. Nice sunny day. I know the remote control is set, so all we need to do is settle ourselves in the DM3 and away we go. Have you seen more than one then, Wild? I don't think we need to run anything but the DM3 right now. We have our train pulling out. Okay. I'll have to look into that. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know that's going to pop up in the stream. I like these outside views. Through the countryside on a nice day. Our train stretches all the way back there and around the bend. Pop in, yes. I was overheating. .37 miles per hour. It's all the DM3. No issues. See all the bridges in the back behind us. It's just so pretty. The graphics are just kind of amazing. All right, we're approaching our first set of switches. Speed is fine. Maybe knock it off a little bit. No sense getting surprised, you know? Engine brake, just to kind of keep things honest. As we're going off to the turn here. Yep, that's right. 5 miles an hour. All right, we've got an uphill, so I want to be back on the throttle. Off the throttle, and the train itself, the weight of the train itself behind us, we won't start to gain speed until that comes over. It's like a roller coaster until that comes over the top of that hill and hits that switch, and now we should start accelerating. Yep. Apply some engine brake first, and then we'll put some air brake on. I might have to put some brake on here. I think there's a section here that goes down to like 3 or 4 kilometers an hour. I mean, the declination isn't much. Decline isn't a lot, but it's enough. Hello? Some brake, please. Now, why don't I have a brake on this one? Here's the 4. Stay on the rails, baby. Stay on the rails. had those two air brakes mixed up. How we doing here? There we go. That's what we need. We hit the other side of this bridge, it's like 40 or 30. Yes. All right, so we'll coast through here. That is correct. We need to go to the left. If anybody recognizes this interchange, this is where we crashed our trains. All right, so we got a nice cruise along here. We'll have to be back down to 30 when we go through City West. That switch is correct. We want to go to the right. I got 60 to the right. That would be a 30-kilometer turn if I wanted to go up to Sawmill. That route there would take us up the hill to Sawmill. And we're about to come into City West. We need to slow down. That switch is correct. Want to make our way around to the right and head up towards coal power plant, and beyond that is machine factory. So here's our switch. It says it's 50, but then you get into it and it's 30. We're going 35, that's fine. See the 3. Oh, I can't provide power until I take the engine brake off. We can power through this turn. Looks good back there. Yep. Now this might be where I need to add the DE2 to this. We do get some uphill here. We'll see. It's not raining, so that's not impacting our traction. So it's just the locomotive and the elevation. DM3 can do 500 tons, and we're a little above that. We're at like 555, probably 600 with the both locomotives. So it's a nice quick run up here. It's a little foggy, so I'm just going to stay in the cab. I'm not going to see a whole lot with the outside view. Here we go, starting up the grade. Let's see how she holds. Now we're starting to lose some speed here. Almost to the first junction. When we get there, I'm going to downshift. Where do I want to downshift? I want the left one back. That's correct. The switch is ahead of us is correct. We're not overheating. Yes. We are overheating here a little bit. Not much. Oh, it is raining. See a couple drops? I thought about it, and I know I said I wanted to pull this one back, but we were dropping to 20, and I needed to pull this one back. So I do have another gear before I get to high gear, which is what I was hoping for. Too much. There we go. So this will pull us all the way up. All right, so our next switch should be to the left. That switch to that track to the right up here would take us to Machine Factory, but we're going up to the left. There's the loco in the back. Good. So you see this uphill? That's the track coming out of the coal power plant here. Look at this. Almost +2. We're making it though. We're making it. We want to go to the left. And it's level track. Level track to the right, left, and still uphill on the right. We're going this way. We see much anything? No. That's coal power plant. I think we've been through here before. I've done a quick flyover. I'm just going to leave it here. She felt like she was struggling, but she's not. All right, so we do have a 40-kilometer-an-hour limit at this turn. So what I'm going to do is back off on the DE2. Back off completely. Let the DM3 move us through. So while we're here, we're going to look to see if there's any demonstrator locomotives here that are waiting to be picked up and taken to the museum to be refurbished. Now, we don't have the license for that yet, but we are keeping track of where they all are, so we know where to go when we want to pick them up. All right, so our next switch is set to the left, and that is correct. We're going to go through the loading track. And hopefully that gets us where we want to go. There's something over there. There might be another locomotive. Track 3L. So this is one of the this is the loading area for coal power plant. Loading and unloading, I should say. And it should take us right through the back of the B yard. Which is there. You can see that on the right. And we want to drop ours off on this track to the left once we get to the switch. So there's the track that comes into B5I. So we need to get the last car past that switch. The weird thing is you're not going to be able to see it because we're going to make that turn and go behind this building back here. You know what? I'm going to add some. See, we're going to lose it behind the building. How we doing? So we're going to take a guess and say that we are even right about now. Even or beyond, and we are right there. Are we too far? Are we not far enough? Where's the dog? Oh, we are. Oh no, it's right here. Woohoo! Okay. All right, so that'll put us on 5I. I'm just gonna back in here. Do it the old-fashioned way. Brake. That should do it. I'm gonna get down to there, right? A little bit more. Yep, that got it. All right, brakes on. All right. So while we're here, let's look for some. Let's just check out coal power plant. Turn in this job. All right, so the office is over here. You can barely see the green light. So let's turn our job in before we get too distracted. There we go. We had better than an hour. We did it in 30 minutes. So 16K turned into 24K. Bing. Put it in the bank. All right, so this is the office. Looks similar to the office at Harbor. In fact, it looks very, very similar to the office at Harbor. Little upstairs area. All right, so let me just pause this for a moment and bring up, let's see, how do I do this? Windows capture? There we go. All right, so can you see that, the community map? All right, so here is, if you can see it, just kind of give me a bing. So, yeah, okay, perfect. So these brown circles are where the spawn points are here at coal power plant. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. All right, we're here at the house. So we're going to take a run over to here, see if there's one over here. Then we'll run around these tracks and check here, here, and here. And then we'll scoot over to here and see what's at the end of these spurs out here. All right, so that is the plan. Back to the game. Yes. Game capture. How about I do something? There we go. All right, so we're back to the game. And it's getting to night, so we're gonna run out to here. So there's a DM3 out here. That's brand new. But one of them could be out in this area. And I don't see it. It's usually back behind these trees. I think that's where I've seen it in the past. So we're gonna pop around this track. All right, there's our engine. So that's the B yard. We're gonna check over here. And sometimes they're here where all of this junk and garbage is, but they're not. And then is there one over here? No. Guess it's over in there. Maybe it's around the bend here. Nope. Not always out in plain sight. So no, I think, oof, ran right into it. So yeah, I think one is usually here. And then there's 2 more spawn points. Back. And with 6 spawn points, you'd usually expect one to be out here. But there isn't. Wow. Well, that's surprising. Definitely isn't in this mess. Nope, those are trucks. Trucks. And trucks. All right, so we can write this location off for having any demonstrator locomotives. All right, perfect. All right, well, we've got our first load in place. Just for curiosity's sake. Anything going up to Machine Factory? Another logistical haul. Where's that? B3S going to C2S. How much is that one? About the same as what we're hauling now. That's the shunting job we just brought in. Nothing going back to, no empties going back to coal mine north or south. That's tempting. No, we can't take it. It's long 2. We can't take that anyway. Oh well. All right, so let's figure out how to get ourselves pointed in the right direction again. All right, so we have to pull, the idea was to pull all the way up to beyond this point here and hook our locomotives up and then switch the switch, and that should take us, I think we need to be on this outside track here. Yep, that'll take us right back down and on our way. All right, so let's get our train hooked up to do that. Or we could run backwards. So there wasn't anything to get us from here back to coal mine south. It's unfortunate. Then there were no demonstrator locomotives out here.